Okay. Okay, good evening, guys. I don't know if when you're watching this video, if you guys are going to be in the evening. Let me just say good day, guys. So, in the last class I had with you guys is a pre-recorded class. Unfortunately, to this one to be a pre-recorded class. So, in the last class we had, I created, not created, I taught you guys how to remove background and how to remove background. Everything has to do with removing background, and I gave an so I will just record this one too and send. So I believe so we watch and those of you that don't want to watch would not watch. So in today's lesson, what we want to do is simple. We're going to start, we're going to create a business card from the beginning. We create the front page, the end page. All the business cards I'm creating these are substandard business cards. I want us to create a little bit standard business card when we create the business card, and we are now going to put it into a mock-up. So I will explain what a mock-up is for you. Like in most cases, when you want to present your work in a printable format, we use mock-up to present our work. So I would design it and with you guys today. Then when I'm done with the front page, when I'm done with my back page, I will tell you how to save it, how to convert it into a JPEG file, how to bring it into a mockup. Everything you need to do here, I would explain everything for you guys. So without wasting much of our time, let's write on. So let me share my screen and let me show you what I have for you guys today. So I want to share my screen with you guys, entire screen. Okay, let me share my entire screen with you guys. So definitely you'll be seeing my screen now. Let me so definitely you'll be seeing my screen now. So you're seeing my screen because I'm sharing my entire screen. So this is the interface I used in recording this lesson. So what I want to show you is this. So for today's lesson, this is what I want to create with you guys. This is the business card I want to create. I wanted to do this one. I wanted to do this one, but I will not do this. I'll be leaving these two for you as an assignment. I'll be sending the image to you guys. I'll be leaving this one for you as an assignment. Or should I even do this? Mm, I'm trying to decide on the one I should do. I feel let's work on this. Let's do this. Let's go for this one. I feel this one is better. So this is the front page here. I feel this. Let's work with this. So this is the front page here, and this is the back page. So let's work with this. This is a little bit better. Or should we? As first, when I wanted to record this, I was planning on doing this. So let me use this. Let's do this one. This is just a very simple one. So Liberty Share. I'm not going to do for Liberty Share. I'm going to do for Tema Foundation. Every exam we are doing for our foundation. So without wasting much of our time, let's go straight to business. So this is Photoshop, right? So as usual, I want to create new. So majorly, if I go back to my picture, if I look at this picture, I don't have the real design, but I noticed one thing that it looks like the width is longer than the height, so it's in a landscape format. So the normal size for business card that we use now, you can see I'm having it in pixel. I want to put it to inches, so I'll come and click on inches. So the normal size that we have for business card is around the width is 3, the width is 3, and the inches is always 2. In a landscape orientation, 2. So I want it to be orientation should be landscape. So I want my resolution should be 300. I told you resolution always put your resolution at 300. That's the like not 3000, no, 300. That is the like the standard level we put our resolution. So for our image to be a little bit very sharp and create nice image. So I'll leave this one for now. So let me I can untitle like I can you can present like you can name the page, you can name your file. I can save it as you can save it as business card. You can save it as business card. I believe you know how to type now. You can save it as business card. Business card. Let me say that business card new because I will have a business card there that I might have saved down before. No, this is not like this is not a that's not the name. Like just like you setting a preset name. Because I'm writing on title too. If I just place on create, so it's creating currently now. So I have my this thing is I want you to full my screen. I'll press Control 0. So Control 0 is for full screen. I thought yesterday that last time that Control 0 full screen, Control minus is to zoom in, Control plus is to zoom out. So Control 0 means that let it full your screen. So now we're going back to what we want to create, which is this. So I want to create this. So I already have, lucky for me, my background for the thing is already white. So I just need I need a box underneath here. Or should we do this? I'm having a change of mind. Or rather, we should go for not even this. Should go for this guy here. I think this guy has a lot of functionality. So let me use this one. Let's use this one. So we're having like a blue color, but I will not want to use a blue color. I want to use a color that is very similar to the logo. I'm coming. Let me quickly check out for our logos. I want to use a color that will rhyme with the. So I would want to look for something that is I'm coming, please. I want to look for photos that I want to look for I want to use colors that will go along with the Tema Foundation logo. So I want to use color that will go with Tema Foundation logo. So I'm coming. Let me just I have the PNG file of my logo, but you don't need the PNG file. You can just easily I'm dragging it to my Photoshop. So the PNG file means that I save this in a way that it will not have background. So this is the PNG file. So now back to what I want to create. Here, this is what I want to work on. So instead of me giving it this blue, this very, very blue here, I will be giving it this I'll be giving it this part of the color of this part of our foundation color here. We're giving it this part of this color, so a color that is similar to this. So I don't know why this thing is showing a little bit like lesser. So now I want to press Ctrl 0 to show my full screen. So I want to give this background a color. So I taught you how to give background a color. I've clicked on my background layer now. I'll come to this hue part here, this part that you are seeing here, this hue part here. I believe you can all see. Then you come to solid color. So under solid color, I want to give it this a color that is similar to this one that is here. Okay, so I know intrinsically some color will not show on the logo very well anymore. So I feel that's the first color I want to use for this part. So I have these two box. I have two things like this. To create this thing is very, very simple to actually create. So I think for now I will not really be needing that logo. So I want to I need a rectangle. So I'll come here to my rectangle tool. I click on my rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Okay, so I'm drawing a rectangle. I will not leave it as white. So I want to draw a rectangle. I want to create something very similar to this. Now, if you look at this, if you look at what is it? If you look at it now, it has like a round something, yeah. So that's just the first thing. So I want it to be a round something. I can just change it here under properties here. I told you how to if you're not having properties on your own, if the properties tab is not coming on your own part, I don't want it like this. I'm sorry, just here. If the property zone is not coming on your own, perhaps go to Windows and check properties. It should bring up the properties tab for you, and you can have places where you want to place it on your own interface. So I need a box like this. I'll click on properties. I want to let me do 50. Excuse me. I think this 50 is better. So is it better with compared to what I want to create? I think it's still fair. So I can now press Ctrl T. I told you transform is Ctrl T. Now I can adjust this thing the way I want to adjust it. Now look at something. This thing was you can let me take it again. Let me press Ctrl C. Let me go back. Okay, no, I want to redo that one. I want this thing should redo the change around. So I went to edit and redo. So now I want to adjust this thing. When I press Control Transform, Control Transform allows me to be able to increase it the way I want to increase it and decrease it the way I want to decrease it. That's one. Now I can also adjust. I can rotate it. See, you can rotate it. If you want to rotate at particular angle like 30, 60, just if you hold Shift, if I hold Shift, it will rotate it at 15, 30. 40, 30, 45, like all those standard angles, 60. As if you're holding shift to rotate. If I don't want to use shift, I want to rotate it a little bit. So I want something like this. Let me check it very well. Let me see what I want to create. I don't need this one. I don't need this. I only need this. So the image is fooling the whole shape. Let me go back to the image is like it's taking the whole something. So, so let me adjust it very well to fill in the whole place. So do I have something similar? Yes, I'm getting there. So I will just adjust it. I would sorry, I will just adjust it a little bit. I would increase and maybe I'm pressing Control this to adjust it. So I can still adjust, can bring forward a little bit. That line is showing that it's at the center. So I think, is this what I have? Is that what I have? Is that what I have? I think, yeah, it's similar. I should have something very similar like that. So that is one. So I don't want to make it white. So I want to give it a color. So if I come here, if I click on, if I click, and see this is a rectangle now. If I click on this small box, if I double click on this small box, I have something like the color tabs. I want, this is green, but I want to give it a very dark green. I don't want this one, this kind of green. I want to give it a very dark green. I want it to look similar to that one, a very dark green, yes. So I can see, let me undo. What did I do? It was white color. That was the first color that came with it when I brought the rectangle. Sure you get. So I want to give it a color. I can go to properties here. I can go to my, I'm not, if I click on it now, I can go to my properties, and if I want to give it a color from there, it's not going to work on that place, sorry. I want to try to adjust all this, my guys that I don't even need this guy. From Windows, I need that property, so let me go and take it back. Properties, I need them. Just like just this guy that might. Okay, let me leave that one alone. So I have this. I want it to stay. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. Yeah, I think it's okay this way. So I want to give it a color. I will just click on this rectangle. That layer thumbnail. If you double click on it, you can use to change the colors. I want to give it. I use color picker to give it to pick that green. I want something that is very dark. I'll raise this green up. So I want something that is very dark, a very dark green. So I can just pick something as dark as this. I want something that is a very dark green. Okay. So I need another rectangle. I want to do this other part. Now this other part here, I need a rectangle. So instead of me just going to draw a rectangle, I can just click on this rectangle and press Ctrl J. Ctrl J means that I've duplicated the layer. You can see I have now rectangle one copy. Ctrl J, I used it to duplicate the layer. If I see now, I can now drag it. You can see I have another rectangle here. I can bring this one down like this. I can just adjust this one down. Let me look at what I have here. If it's one around, if it's looking at like, okay, I think we are getting there small, small. So I have something like this. Okay, let's add our own intuition to it. So I want something like this. So I think we have been able to design the background, even though it's not 100% similar. We already have something that we've been able to bring out something from it. Shibia together. So, and I think that one is very clear. So I will do my full screen back. So I want to adjust this one a little bit down. I'm just adjusting it a little bit down. So I want to so I feel to me it's not really like this. I'm going to check something. If you look at this one now, you can see that the image is coming down from here like this. So let's bring this one down like this. So I think I can press Ctrl T. I can still drag this one up like this. So it can just come down a little bit here. I'm using I'm adjusting it a little bit. So I think this one is still a little bit better. So I think that's the front page that I want to create. Okay, so that is one. So I think we have done the major thing that is in the background. The rest is it's just it's just like a little thing. So I'm coming. I say okay. So we have this already, right? No, I'm coming. We have this one already. So now the next thing is to start bringing out things that we need on the image. But I don't know why I'm just finding this guy. No, I'm not finding it the way I'm finding it here. Okay, so let me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, is my eyes that is doing as usual. I think it's okay. Let me just adjust a little bit backward. So that's just it. It's very easy to create. So me, I want to do small easier. Let me leave it the way it is. So this one is very easy to create. I want to go and check if what I'm recording is true. Let me go back to okay. I think what I'm recording is actually recording. So let me go back to my Photoshop. So let's now check what's the next thing. We need a logo, right? We need this guy here, this logo. So we are using our own foundation logo, which is this PNG. Me, I've already this logo. I've done it in a way that I've removed the background and I've saved it in a way that I don't have to be removing the background anymore. I've saved it as PNG file. Excuse me. So I'll just click and drag it down to the place that I need it. So it won't be coming with any background because I already removed the background. I've saved it as a PNG file. I'm going to adjust it, but so I want to adjust this guy like this. So I'm adjusting this guy like this. I want to raise it up a little bit. Yeah. So I want to change the color. So this is the logo. Yeah, I'll click on it. I taught you how to do what they call color overlay the last time. So I want to make it where I'll click on color. I'll come to this word FX. You can click on blending option like this. Click on blending option. I'll click on blending option. Then I will come to color overlay. See it here, color overlay. I'll click on color overlay. I'm not giving it black. I want to give it white. So I'll click on white and I will do everything. I will drag it to white. Then I have white here like this. I'll click on OK. So I think this white is white better. Should I use it as white? Or let me use it as white. Let me use it as the color that is here. So let me click on it back. Let me go back to the color. If I click on here, color overlay, if I double click on that place, to take me back to the this thing. I want to give it a color that is it's the color that is here. So I'll click on this one. So I'll click on OK. So I think we are getting somewhere. We have this. So we have this one. So what's the next thing there? Creative developers. So I will not use creative developers. But our own logo already contain our name. So what should we do? Our own logo already contain our name. Okay, let's do something. Let me just crop off this part of. Let me crop off the name of. So let me go to my this my polygon tool. So I have to first give this guy a layer. So I will just cut it off like I'll press plus plus plus. So you can see the image is not too sharp like that. So I want to cut that part off. I don't need that part. I want to what's wrong with this thing? My system is malfunctioning. Oh god. So my system is okay. So I can just cut this part off like that. I don't want to deal with that part. I will just press delete and I will delete that part off. So I just want to deal with the logo. To deselect that part, I'll just press Control D. So I'll just click on my logo back. So I only want to deal with this guy. So it's taking the entire image. I only want to deal with the logo. I can adjust it like this and I will just bring it to the center like this where I want to put it somewhere around there. So I would just want to do something like this. Let me check what I have here. Is it making sense over here? Okay, I think we're still moving on the same track. So let me just let me just adjust it a little bit here. Let me leave it this way so I can come here and come out to my test tool. This is your test tool here. That's control, that's T. Or you come here and click on T. I'll just click on this one. So there's a default text that comes out there. So I can let's change the color to white so we can see what I'm typing. And like let's say I want to write Tema in capital letter. Tema, the F is capital letter. Excuse me. Why the foundation in small letter? So this is Tema foundation. Then I can bring this one. I can use my pick to adjust it up like this. So I can use my pick to adjust. I want to zoom better to have a better view of what I'm doing. So I can just drag this one like this to have a better view of what I'm doing. So I can just bring this guy here like this. So this Tema foundation, I don't want it to be like this. I want it to be like their own. So I'm trying to copy. So I'll press Control T, then I'll use Control not Control T. I'll press on T. That's the test two. I want to give only now. I'll light only Tema found only Tema. This Tema pattern. I'll light only Tema. Then when I come to this color place here, you can see when I came to I first press my test two, and now I lighted only Tema. I didn't highlight foundation. To highlight just you just click from the beginning part and you drag it with your mouse. So I will now come to this place color and I'll use my color picker to pick this color. That is this color I want to give it. So I'll just press on OK. Tema foundation. Then I think our logo for Tema foundation is building dreams. I'm coming. It is building dreams, breaking barriers. So I will go back to my Tema foundation. I'll go back to my test tool. I'll click on don't to building building dreams. That's the building dreams. What's the other part of building dreams and what and breaking barriers, comma breaking barriers, breaking barriers. So when I click on this my text to now, I can just align this my text to press Control A. I don't want to give it the front. This is the front. Front is handwriting. Like in your layman thing is handwriting. So you can come here and have different front. Depending on your windows, that will determine the front you're going to have. So I want to change the front from bookmark old style to another front that I would like. I want something a little bit simpler. So I want to use this guy that is here. I'm using this one. That's the front. So the text size is this one. So I want it a little bit smaller. I give it 8. I want it something smaller than that. Let me just give it 6. So I will just click on OK. So I think it is too big too, so I can press Control T to adjust it a little bit. Adjust it. I can use my Control T to adjust it also, make it smaller. When I'm done, I'll press on this OK. So I can just bring this one up like this, like this. So if I want it to be at the center of Tema Foundation, I'll just click on it. I'll click on this my building dreams. I'll now hold my shift key. I hold my shift key. I'll now click on that foundation. If you see it now, they have joined both of them together. So I can now put it at, if I come here, if I want to be at the left, see it take you to the left, beginning left. If I want to be at the center, it put at the center. If I want you to be at the right align, you shift to the right. So you get, if I want to be at the top of it, you bring to the top. See, if I want to be at the vertical middle, if I want to be at the bottom of it, this one, that's the bottom. If I want it to be at the center, so I'm going to do Control Z, Control Z. I don't want other one. So let me just adjust what I want to adjust. Let me just adjust it down. Let me just click on this. So let me just bring it down here like this. So I want it down like this. So I'll just click on the foundation like I did earlier. Click on breaking barriers. It's too close to it. Let me bring it down. I use my down arrow to drag it down a little bit. So I'll just use my shift key. I will hold the foundation with my I'll hold my shift key and click on Tema foundation. Then I can just make it to be at the center. Fortunately for me, it's already at the center. So I think the front page is done. The front page is done. We have cooked the front page, and that's just because I want like 15 minutes to cook that. So we have something very similar to this, and this is my what? My front page, just like the way I wanted it to be. So, Kachiko, you were. So, this is our front page, and it's looking very nice. Actually, it's looking very nice. But we could do better. But actually, this is still something that is still making some sense. So, we're just trying to improve on ourselves to show you understand. So, this is the front page. Now, to do the back page, I can either create another file for it. Now, look at one thing. I've been working since morning. My big head did not save. Now, let's assume my laptop just went off now. I will lose everything. So I must always save. Immediately I'm working, you should save. I'll press Control S to save. So when I go to Control S, so that name that I already used will come up as the name. So I want to save it in whatever I want. Let me just save it as on my desktop as business card, new PSD, and I'll click on what save. So it's maximum compatibility. I tell me that I can use now. This maximum compatibility means that now me, I'm working on 2019 Photoshop. If I copy this file and I open it on 2003 Photoshop, 2023 Photoshop, it will still work on it too. That's this maximize compatibility, because that's what I want is saying. So just like I was explaining earlier, I could still I can transfer like I can open a new file, like I can open a new layer, a new page to design the back, or I can still also design the back on this new one. So what will I do? I can group layers together. I can group all these layers together. I can say, okay, from this layer one now, I'll click on layer, this first one here, and I'll go down to the last layer. Then I will not click on the background. I will go down to this last layer, click on shift like this. Sorry, one of my shift is not working. So I'll go back up for the first layer. I started from the first layer at the top. So there's no layer at the top. I'll click on the first layer. Then I will come down. I'll hold my shift key and I will click on the last layer. I will not click on the background though. I will just click on my what? On my last layer. And every of the layers will be selected. Then I'll press Ctrl G. I repeat, Ctrl G. Ctrl G to group layers. Then I press Ctrl G. Can say I've grouped all that layer as group one. If I click on group one, I can rename it as what? Double click on that group one. I can just see double click on that group one and name it front. I can name it front. R O Front. So I'll name it as front. So if I off it now, all the fronts will go. If I turn it on back, all my that's my front. So I can just name that as the front of my design. So I will just turn it off. Then I'm done with my front. I can on it and show that this is my front part of my design. So it's making sense that all your design should be on one file, like on one particular PSD file. So that's the front. If I want to have front, back, rear, I can still do it on this same file. It's just a matter of me grouping my layers together. Shape are together. So that's front and this one. So now let's now go to the second image. So this is the back part now. So the back part is, you can see that for this back part, we need some of the things we used in the front layer. So I need some of the things that I used in, in smart work. I have to be smart. So I have to just go to this layer like this. Now I'll go and look for those rectangles that I use. I use rectangle, this rectangle. Let me turn this rectangle. So I'll let me go and off the layer first. Let me off the layer back. I want you to copy I need this one now, guys. I need this one. If I press Control J, and now this one, this layer. Now I need this layer. I want to take it to the out of the group. If I press Control J, it has been copied. I'll just drag it down. That okay? I'm dragging it to this place up that background. Now this one is not among the group. If I close the group now, this arrow means close the group. Yeah, and if I off this group now, I still have that one because I've already dragged this one out of that front group. Also, I need that second. Let me off this one. I need that second, but I need this one. I need this one too. This one, so I need it. So I'll press Control J. It has been copied for me. I'll just drag it down. Oh, I'll drag it to this place here now. So I'll drag it up to that part. So I will just turn it off. So when I come here, this one, when I click on this arrow to close the group, open the group, click on that down is to close it. Now, when I off the group and I turn this one on, I have my image. You can see smart work. I just copied what I needed from that front, from the front group to the other group that I'm trying to create. So if you check this one now, if you check this, sorry, coming. Another was to open this my by text on they changed the color of this guy to the color that was on the logo. So even at the back, if we even need a lot of things that we did in that front page, we need it back. We need it back in the we need this for what we did all this one now. We already have them in the front page. I don't have to now start typing them again. So I can still go back to my front, go and look for I need Tema Foundation, I need building dreams, Shibi. I need building dreams. What other thing do I even need? I need the logo. I need the logo. So I just click on Control 2 to copy the logo. So I was using Control, but I want to be picking them one by one. I was not to pick everything, just everything once. I can use Shift. Like if I want to pick from beginning to the end, I can use Shift to pack everything. When I use Control, I pick the first one. I can select the first one, go out with my Control, select the third one. It won't pick the second one for me. So you get, if I click on Shift, to pick everything once. So you get, but when you click on Control, you can first pick first one, pick third, go and pick fifth without picking the middle ones. She understand. So I'm using Control here. Let me first start with this building dream. I hold on Control, then my foundation. Then that's my drag down now. If I click on rectangle, if I click on this one now, it should not select that one that's up because I'm using Control key. But I will not. I want to unclick that one. I want to select that one, and I need the logo. When I click on what logo, and I just you are already copy all of them. I can press Control J. Control to what to copy the layer. Control J. Can see they have been copied. I'll just drag them down. I'll drag them down to where I need them. I need them up somewhere around up here. So you can see, the logo is the front one is still turned off. So I need them somewhere around here. Should be out together. So I think that's what we need from the front, from that back part. How am I pressing this? So sorry, please. So I need this one. I need someone. I think these are the things that I need. So okay. So now, if you look at the background color for this one now, is not white. The background color for this one is white. Rather, sorry. What am I even saying? The background color is white. So we need the logo to be. We need the logo to be here. So I want the logo somewhere around here. So I want to reduce the size of the logo. I want to reduce the size of the logo a little bit. So I want to bring it somewhere around here. Now, I was supposed to do something before I start this design. That's what we call I would address it, but it's supposed to be at the first. It skipped my mind. It was supposed to be what I was supposed to do first before I started any design. But I would kind of address it along line. I kind of forgot. So I would address that before I along when I'm done, I would address it. There was something I should have done first. So we call alignment. It's very important in design. Your design must be aligned. So I will just so okay. I want to bring something on somewhere around there. So this foundation, I want everything to not. I want everything should be color green. So I can come to this text to here now. So when the color is shown on no, because they're not the same color. When I give them the same color now, I cannot give them the same color. I want to change this building barriers too. I want to change from green to the color of this guy that is here. So I just press OK and OK. So I don't need that. I'll click on this. So I can just bring this one here. Press Ctrl T. Just make it a little bit smaller. So I want to bring it somewhere around here. So I want to bring this one somewhere around here too. So I should have just made this foundation self encapsulator. Let me see if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. So I have this foundation somewhere around. Let me zoom for a better view. So let me adjust it up. So I can just bring this one like this. Bring this one somewhere around here. So this breaking barriers too. I can bring it here. Press Ctrl T to make it smaller. No, me, Tony. I'll just press OK. So I can bring this one under it like this too. So let me drag it down, 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 down. So I want to be at the middle. I'll just press breaking barrier and I'll click on shift to hold the other Tema foundation. So I can just click at center. So fortunately for me, I already have it at the center. So that's the first part in that place. We have done the first part. So the next part is Kimlu 1. There's one was Kimlu 1. So I will use some I'll just press test. I'll just click on test. So one thing I want to say that time, let me quickly explain that is that in what we call when you start your design, there are what we call grid lines. We usually use the grid lines to like guidelines to guide us. Now, we want that our design should be uniform. That means the space at the top should be the same space at the bottom. That means if I want to start a design now, I'll be like, okay, I'll use set this. If you look at this, we call them rulers. If you want to press control colon control semicolon. Okay, if you want to view, you can see if you come to your view, you can say show rulers. If I click, why I select this one now, the rulers will go. When I come to view, if I click on show rulers, control R, they are going to show. Now, let me quickly address that. I feel uncomfortable because I've not addressed it. So when you want to make your design, the design must be aligned. The space at the top must be the same space at the bottom, and the space at the beginning, at the top, at the like beginning left, must also be the space at the top right. So if you click this guideline now, I will hold on shift. Hold on your shift key is very important. Hold on your shift key. Now, someone is telling you that you have zero. You can say I want to keep 0.31 space at the beginning, but always the standard will keep around maybe 0. If you are using your shift key, to give you this value in a so I can say I want to keep 0.5 is my I'm coming. Let me hold my shift key. So if I hold my shift key, I can say I want to keep 0.125 at the beginning. But for this design, 0.125 might be too much because of my space. Okay. Let's say I want to keep 0.125 at the beginning part. That means this design is 2. The height is 2. So if I want to keep another 1.25 at the beginning, that means my design must stop at 1.75. That's 2 minus 0.125. That's 1.85. So then I keep 0.125 space at the beginning. I also keep 0.125 at the space at the down. That will be 2 minus 0.125, and that is 1.85. If I go back here, I'll go back to beginning. I'll go and click another ruler. I hold on my shift key. When I hold on my shift key, I'm going to 1.85, 1.875 rather. So 1.875. Now that means anything I'm designing, all my design must not go beyond this line. I must not go below this line. All my design must be inside that line. That's what we call guideline. Then I can say, okay, I want to keep another 0.125 space too at the top left. So I can just click on shift now. 0.125 space here. That means everything I'm designing must not pass this line. Then I will come here too and click on this one. Now I have 3 here. 3 minus 0.125 will be around 2.85. So I'll just click it like this now. I hold my shift key and look for 2.85, 2.875 rather. So that means that everything I'm designing that must not pass this line. We are calling grid line. But when you print, it's not show like imaginary lines. They are not going to show. It's very important that when you are doing your design, you put grid lines. So in subsequent design I'll be making, that will be the first thing I'll be treating. It's keeping in mind at first. So it's very important you do this when you are making your design. So let's now adjust our design not to pass, not to go any like not all this one like now. All these ones here are background though. I mean text, any other text, like this one now are the background design. That one can go anywhere. But all the content you're going to put on your design should not go beyond that line. So I have this, my logo should come somewhere around there. So I feel I can still decrease this my logo. So I can still decrease it a little bit smaller, bring it inside my logo. Should not go beyond that my blue line. So my Tema foundation too can just come in like this. So I want this one to be at the middle, somewhere around there. Breaking barriers too can stay at the middle. It's already at the middle. So let me just take it up a little bit and so you can see everything I'm typing is not going beyond that my grid line. So they will not, when I'm printing or when I'm saving my image, they will not go with me like that imaginary line just to guide me that I'm designing. Should you understand? That is one thing that is very important. So the next one is to write the name of the owner of the business card. So let's assume the owner of the business card is Rashid. Um, I want to let's say the owner of the business card is Rashid Adeoti. So Rashid Adeoti, I'm typing it in capital letter. So I can highlight it like this. I'll highlight it, I'll go here. I want to give it white color. I want to give it white color. I want to change the front. I don't want Kabiri mat. I want to give it a better front. So I will come and look for front like handwriting. We have different fronts. Those are like the samples of those fronts. So I don't really have much front on my own system like that, like that. So, sha. But let me use this one, this copper black. So I can look at Adeoti Rashid. So now this one is there's one thing that I want to do here. You're supposed to note, but okay, the spacing is in auto. Why is this not auto? No, okay, okay. So I can just bring it to this top place here. I will make sure that it does not go beyond that place that I have there. But I mean, like the issues are the alignment of what my alignment I'm putting is too much. It's too huge because of the design. Design is small. Is too much. So let me make it around 0.63. Let me take it below. Let me take it to 0. Let me take it to 0. I'm coming on. Let me with my shift key. Let me take it to 0.63. So I'm 0.63 top, 0.63 here too. So let me so 0.63 minus 2. That would be around 1.9. Me, mama small. That should be around 1.169. No, yeah, I should do the math yourself, sha. So that's just for my own design sake. So I want to take it a little bit down like this. So I can still adjust my design a little bit up like this. Tema foundation and breaking barriers. So this is what I want to do now. So I can adjust this one a little bit further. I think that's that about that one. So I want to make it a little bit bigger, but I feel it's still okay this way too. I want to make it a little bit bigger. It's going to go beyond my design. Let's leave it this way. So that's Rashid Adeoti. That's the this thing. So I think the title there is managing director if I'm not wrong. So let's write managing director. Let's click on the text to write managing director. Managing director. So I don't want this one to have that same front. I don't like that cover black front. I want it to have bookman old style. And I want it to be a little bit small. Like I can give it a point. I can give it maybe 4 points. Click on enter. I want it smaller. So I want to bring it under this guy that is here. Why is this test showing this way? So I want to zoom forward a little bit. So this Rashida duty, I want to change the front. I don't like that front. I click on Rashida duty. I can go back to my text to analyze it. I can still come to this character property and come and change this thing from this place here. So I want to give it a better front. Don't like, let me give it area black. Let me give it area. So I can come to the type. I want area. I want it to be bold. Area black. So let's black. Area black. So that one is better. So I can come here and this one is this one. I can adjust it up or down with my up or down. I can press my control 0 to take it back to my full screen. So let me save. So control X now. I've saved what I've done. Yeah, we are working. We're actually progressing. We are creating something very beautiful. So let me go back to this guy to see if what I'm recording is recording. So yes, our record is recording. Yeah. So that is that. So let's go back to our design. Let's see. Whew, tired. So we have number, we have address, and we have email. So yes, I will do that also. So let's go back to Photoshop now. So that we call icons. That what we call icons. We you can go online and download those call look like you can go on call icon, WhatsApp icon, Twitter icon, and you can create it yourself. But me, I don't used to create it myself. I have the one that if I go on my laptop now, I have a lot of icons that I've prepared already. So I won't use the prepared one. I will teach you how to get the one that I will prepare myself. So I will go to my pictures here. I have my icons, logo and icon. So I have call, and I have call, I have WhatsApp, I have address, I have Instagram on. Yeah, other place I have Twitter on. So this is my call, so I can just come to call. You can go online and download this call icon. When I come here, I will just come drag it down here to where I need it. So I want to adjust it a little bit smaller. I want it to go smaller. I want it to be somewhere around here. So I don't want it bent this way. I want it straight. I can bend it like this. I want it straight. I can bend it like this. Yes, I think I have something better this way. I can adjust it to the way I want. So I want it to touch the line that I want. So I can just zoom much, much better to have a clearer view of what I want. So I want it to be somewhere around there. So when I want my code logo. So I don't want it to be green. I want it to be white. I just click on it, go to my FX2 that is here, go to my color overlay. Then I can change the color to whatever color I want. I don't want it green. I want it white. So that's when I will click on what okay. So I will just come to my text tool. I'll type the number. Let's say we have 0. Let me just pick a random number 090 2366432189. Just any number. I'm taking any number. And we have 027 sorry 081, let's say 233567814291 whatever. So I feel I want it as white already, so I can just drag it up. I can just want it to be center. I can just press Ctrl T. I want to increase the size a little bit. I can press OK. So I can just drag it here. So I think it's better this way too. So I can just adjust this one backward, taking the backward, my forward and backward to that those arrow key on your keyboard. Let me drag this one a little bit further. So I think that's that about that first part. So what's the next part is building address. So I have the house logo too on my laptop. So you can download house icon. Go to YouTube, download house icon. How many MB? 2 MB. So I can just click it now, drag it to my Photoshop like this also too. So I will adjust it. But this guy has background. Someone is having background, but to remove the background is very easy. I've taught you how to do that. Just click on this my layer mask. When I click on my layer mask, I'll go on my magic wonder tool. That's my W. I'll click on this thing. And what I don't need will go for me. I don't need this one. This one should go. And I similarly don't need one white that is there too. I want to click this white that is there. That one too should go. So I got what I want already. So I can just click on the image I want, click on my WFS2 color overlay. I want to give it white also. So it's already white. It's like I wanted it to be. I'll just press on my control box, control T to adjust the size. So I want it to be almost on the same layer with this guy. So I can just adjust it a little bit. But let me just follow their own pattern. I should have done something better than this though. But let's just adjust it a little bit so and increase it a little bit. So and increase this one a little bit. So no, I'm already adjusting the image. So maybe I can see something like this. There's one line coming here. I can just click on the max tool, just use my polygon to cut that one off. But yeah, unlike when we don't need you. So you can just cut it off like this, cut it off like this, and I think that's that. So I'll just deselect it and go back to my pick tool. Just drag this one here like this. Just drag this one here like this. Just drag this one here like this. I think I can just drag it down a little bit. Drag it down. It's not it's just to me it's not looking professional too. But I still need to edit that up part. I'm still having like a white thing at the up part. So I can just want to cut that guy off here from there. So I just delete and deselect and beautiful. So address. Do we have an address? I don't have an address. So I just click on Tanke because I stay in Tanke. Tanke. No, let's use Okeodo. Tanke Ìlọrin. Ìlọrin Tanke Okeodo. There should be a comma. Okeodo, comma. Tanke, comma. Ìlọrin, comma. Nigeria. Take the go. So I think that's that about that one. Cancellation is very easy. You can to make designs are not hard at all. Just put it here. But this one I want it to be aligned. So I want to bring this one to be aligned with this one. So I want them to be aligned. You can see that pink line telling them that that number and that Okido they are starting in the same place. So Kachiko Yoba. So what's the next thing that I need here? This design is a little bit quack. Like the person that designed this thing, not design it very well. This one did not design on this part here, did not really design them very well. So but along the line, so yeah, I want to create better designs. So maybe our next design, I will create this one for you guys. I will create this one. I like this one. I'll just add some kind of touches to it. I will create this one for you guys in our next design by the special grace of God. So let's go back to where we're going. So I need email. I think email there's email on Photoshop. So this is your rectangle tool. Right click on it. Go to custom shape tool. See it, custom shape tool. Under custom shape too, you can see you have plenty shape there. You have different kind of shape. You have music, you have email, everything. I want to do email. I'll just draw the email like this. So when I draw the email, it's already in white already. So I feel it's already white. If you want to give it another color, I can come on fill, give it yellow. But it's white. I want to give it. So let me just go back to my white that was there before. So I can just adjust it. I can press Control T to adjust it the way I want it to be adjusted. So I want to bring it here too. So I want it to be very small like this one that is here. So just looking, I also want to create something similar, but these ones are looking, it's looking too awkward for my own sake. But I just want to, I want to follow their design principle, but I know what to do. So okay, yes, okay, so I can just I mean going back to type my text too. I can just press Control J and drag this one down like this. You can see they're all at the same place. I just press Control T and I'll click on it like this. Now just click on it and I'll type what I want to type there. I want to type let me type my mail. So you don't have messaging me. So I want to type my mail there. So what I want to type self, let me type ggggggg dot gmail.com. That's just the mail. So and I think we are done. Abi? So though design still look a little bit amateur, but for a start, this is still okay for you guys. So yes, so we are I think we are done. Though it looks like amateur design, yeah, cannot get a professional design yet. So I feel I would know I don't want to, I was trying to find design, so I went to check my system when I was learning graphic design. See how many things I did to like to just to start when I started learning to They are something that I created when I was learning graphic design then. This was the one that I created all this when I was learning graphic design those days. So but I don't call and learning all these ones and so you get so let me say that by so I'm not sure I don't know this one. So I think we have gotten something very similar to this one at the back. So hold on, let's share the So I think that's that about that. So I think I can just group this one too. Starting from this first, don't click on the front, that's front. Starting from this shape, I will drag it down to the last one. Only background that will be left. See background, and I'll click on my shift. Everything will be clicked for me. I'll press Ctrl G, group. I'll rename it now. I'll rename it as what? Back. So that's that about that. So I already have my front, I have my back. Let me click on my front. So I think my front obeyed my grid line design. Lucky for me. So that's just it. And nothing more than this. Yeah. So we have our front off, we have our back. We have tried something better. Though we can do much better. But I feel for a start, this is still okay. So to remove this grid line, press Ctrl colon. The grid lines will go. When you want them back. So I feel this design is not yet professional. It's not even professional enough for me. But all this is really like this is not something that is professional at all. Now I'm repeating that. So, but in later designs we are going to create something much better, or let's just make this thing better than this than the way that let's modify it. I feel we should not be doing something like this. Let's modify it. So this circle here now, I want to add my own now. I can come to my this my custom shape tool and click on a circle on an ellipse. So I'll just click on this circle. I would not drawing it that way, so I'll delete. So I'll click on the circle. I'll click on this ellipse as a circle. I will hold my shift key. I will hold my shift key. Hold my shift key. Who is that? I will hold my shift key. So I want to off the I want it to have a color. I only want it to have an outline. I only want it to have an outline. Please I'm sorry, I'm coming. Just give me a minute. So sorry, please. I have to attend to someone. So I don't want to have a color. That's why I off this thing should that this line, this red line should I don't have color. So I want to have an outline. Outline means I want something to be at the border. So I want to have a white outline. So I want to increase the outline. So I want to increase the outline. So I want to put the outline. You can see. Let me give it just 2 pixels. Let me give it two. So I think this two is better. Let me give it two. Let me give it three. Let's just check three. So I think three. Press enter. Let me check three. I think three is better. So I can just zoom out like this. So I have this circle here now. I just So I have this circle like this. So I can just bring this guy inside it like this. So I can just press Ctrl T to reduce this guy and bend it much better. Bend it a little bit. So I have this one like this. I can still make it better like this. Okay. So I think this is okay. So I can just come to this one like this calling line. I can just bring it like this. I think it's better this way. So this same circle that is here, I can just press Ctrl J and bring it down a little bit so I can drag this beautiful guy away from here and bring this circle here too. Make sure that it's always on the same line with this one. So I can drag it down a little bit. Similarly, just bring this my box house inside it. I can press Ctrl T to make it smaller. Sure you get to make it smaller. So I feel this one is something this thing looks better now to make it smaller. So I can just no what I'm dragging now is that rectangle. I don't drag it. I press Ctrl Z. So I'll click back on my image on my text. So trying to click back on my image. So is it I want to drag like this with my arrow to okay. I think it's okay like this. and I can bring my Okiudo up like this. Okay, I want to be at the middle of this one. Is at the middle. Can see that orange line showing that is at the middle of, sorry. See that the horizontal ridge line. The horizontal one showing that at the middle of that circle, and the vertical one showing that both where that 0.9, that 0.90 and that Okiudo, they are starting in the same place, which is much better this way. So I can just press Ctrl J2 to copy that circle again, drag it down. So I want, you can see now that line is showing that the space between that first circle to the second circle and the space between the second circle to the circle are the same thing. And this line is showing that line is showing they have the same space, and that's exactly what I want to do. So my this one, my email shape, I can press Ctrl T to make it a little bit smaller. I'll press my this one to make it a little bit smaller. So I can no Control Z. Yes, you can see always undo. So I want to click on the shape too. I want to bring it inside the email like this. Yes. Then this my GGG is not something that is okay. Let me just look for. Let me just use Tema. Let me have my cap lock. Let me just use Tema. Tema. Tema Foundation. Tema F. Tema Foundation. This is now our Gmail. Just using this one as an example. So I'll just drag it like this. I want it to be at the center of this one too. And I want it to be starting the same way that Okido is starting. So, and definitely this is what I want. I feel this is better than the first one that we had before. So that's the back. So I can just go back now and click this. I have my back, then I have my front, and I have my back. She understands. So that's it. That's it. So now, in most cases, when you want to present your design for your client, you might not want to present it this way. That's what we call mock-up. If you look at this thing now, if you look at this image that is here, sorry, I'm coming. If you look at this image that is here, coming, it might be, but no, I'm coming. Let me look for something. Pictures. Sorry, I'm coming, please. I want to quickly check out for something. Let me see what I'm recording is still recording first. Okay. Yeah, what I'm recording is still recording. So go to this. I want to come comment. So if you look at this design now, if you look at this thing that is here now, if you look at this thing now, this what you are seeing here is a mock-up. You can see this thing is looking as if I've printed it already, whereby I'm now putting it on. Like if I see just me sending my business card to my the people that want it one by one, it does not sound much better. This is like a mock-up, like a printable format, like a 3D format of your design. So there are a lot of mock-ups online. You can just go and download different mock-up online. So for this mock-up that I'm using to for this particular one, I will send it to the group for you guys. Then you guys can now copy to your system and use it for the assignment purpose. So let me navigate to where I have my mock-up. So let me look for my mock-up. Where I have my mock-up. Oh God. So yeah, this is where where I have, because I have plenty mockups on my own laptop. So this is the mockup I want to use for this design. So this is the mockup I want to use for this design. So now this is our front. So let's now save it. Let's turn it into an image. So I want to first turn the front into an image. So to turn it into an image, I'll just press file. I'll press file. I'll press save as. I'll press save as. So I'm saving it at my desktop. So I want to save it as front. Where's my F front? I want to save it as front. So I don't save it as Photoshop. Oh. Don't save it as Photoshop. It's when you are first saving the whole thing. I want to convert it to a picture. So I'll press J. I will save it as JPEG. I want to convert it into an image, JPEG. I'll just click on save. Maximum always at 12. Click on what? Okay. So if I go to my desktop like this, if I go to my desktop and say I've convert that guy into an image, you can see this is it here. What is the image of it? Gino, what is so? So I've converted it into an image like this. So now I also want to do that for the back. I'll click on I'll have the front, and I'll go to the back like this also. Same pattern, file, come to what? Save as. Save as. I want to save this guy as back. Then I will come to JPEG J. I'll look for JPEG. The first this J. I want to save it as image back. Share it together. Just click on maximum 12, and I explained all this one for you guys in my last class. So if I go to my desktop now, you can say I have my this is my front, this is my back, my front, my back. I believe you can both see them. So this is the front one here, and this is the what? This is the back here. Fine. They're not looking very, very okay. Like production design, no, still amateur, but just I don't want to start going too far for you guys. So let's just for learning purpose. So that's the front and the back. So let's now how can we now convert it into something like this? So this is the mock-up here. This is like people have already designed them. That is a mock-up. You can go online and download it. So we have card one. This is card one. This front. This is the front is card one. We have the front two, card two. So when I send the mock-up, don't do anything, don't download anything. Just come to this smart object. Just come to card one. Double click on it. When you double click on it, it will take you to a new page. It will take you to a new page. Let me do this one. It will take you to what? A new page like this. You see something like this. So you now go to where you save your file. I save mine at desktop here. Where is the file? I want the front. Where's my front? This is my front. I will go to the front. I will click and drag it to this place here now. I will click and drag it to this place. It's going to come up. It's loading. So you can see it's small. You have to drag it in a way that is going to fill in this whole blue image you are seeing here. Once you drag it in, it's going to fill this whole blue image you are seeing here. When you have already dragged it, just press OK. But no, coming. It's not doing the way I want it to do. Okay. Let's just leave it like that, yeah. So this is what? This is one. So when you are done with this part, you have done it. You press Control S. You now click, you close it. You can see you come here, you close it. You can see it on the you can see it's already there. Then you will go to card two like this. You go to card two. You click on card two like this too. You can see this one is because I forgot to leave this one. This one I let that one there. Then I'll go back to my where I saved my file. I'll go and look for back. I'll come and drag it now and drop it here. Then I will adjust this one too. So I can just drag it down a little bit like this. So then I'll click on OK. So I'll click on save also too. Then I will click on close. You can see I have something like this. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it is. So this is what you can see. It's much better when you present your design to your client this way. It is much better when you present your design to your client this way. So your own now. So you now press Control File, File, not Control File. You press on File. Now come on Save As. Then I'll go to down save it as desktop. Then you click on Mockup. I'll save it as mockup, but I'm not saving it as PSD. I want to save it as JPEG. So I'll click on JPEG. I'll click on save. So I'm saving it as JPEG. I'll click on what? OK. So when you are done with it, when you just close it, don't save it. You don't have to save it finally. But you don't. If you save it, you when you want to work on that another business card, you just meet what you have here. So I can save. I can click on save yes or no. But I want to do does not matter. So I'm not saving my own. So but I'm saving my design that I created. Though. So you can see now I'm done. So I have my front page. This is my front page. Let me close another design. I have my front page here. As you can see, this is my front page. Then I have my back page. This is my back page here. Then I also have my mockup page. This is my mockup page. You can see it's very beautiful, isn't it? Because for a start, we tried, we created something as beautiful as this. So I've tried my best. So and that is how far I can go. So if you have any question, don't worry concerning that mockup that I use, I will send it to you guys. Definitely. I will send it. Even immediately I'm done recording this class, I will send that design to the group. Immediately I send the link. So definitely we've done something beautiful today. So assignment as usual. So that one is very important. I will never skip it. Your assignment is that the business card I created now, recreate it exactly it's exactly the same way it is, but just change the color. You can just change the color. So I will not send you the design. Gone, 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 gone. I will only send you the mock-up design to the group. I will only send this one to you for you guys. I will only send this to you guys. So you guys should watch and create exactly something like this. I don't mind. Yeah, you can change the color. You can use another color that you want. You can use change the color. Use better color than my own. Make it beautiful than my own. Use better color. Use beautiful color. And I hope to see that. So I'm sending this video to you on Friday. Deadline for my assignment is on Sunday. Let's go for Monday. So I think that's that. So I wish you guys the best. Have a good night. I don't know if I will say good night or good afternoon, goodbye, or whatever. But that's just it. And please make sure you create the design exactly the way I did my own. So when you are doing it, if you need any help, when you are watching on your own, if you need any help, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My DM is always open. I will definitely give a response if I'm online. So that's it. That comes to the end of the class. Thank you very much. God bless you as you watch and as you learn and grow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. God bless every one of you.
Don't sleep, wake up. Collect your money, wake up. Collect your money,
trendybeats.com.
Tera go get the moolah. Wake up, money go kala. Kala go yellow dilla. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kill up, come, person, my person, we don't mind. Boy, when I land,